Okay, so there is a ring of rocks about here, and I haven't been able to mow around them for years. It was supposed to be like some sort of a garden, but the grass has grown up and the rocks are literally sinking in. So I'm going to pull them out because we can build a crawler course with them, but I can't mow around them, and they're being bothersome. We shall see how many rocks there are. And that's how I'm gathering rocks, one at a time, from anywhere I can find them. Oh, where did I see those? Here, rock, rock, rock. Somewhere. There they are. Before you declare that there aren't rocks where you live, make sure you go out and look, because you might just find them poking out of the ground. Unless you live in like Mississippi, where everything's mud. Maybe then. That one's a weird species. Also want to be careful. I did see a massive snake back here the other day. A rat snake, which usually are harmless, but you never know when it comes to a snake. Oh my goodness. I need to go get a tractor for this one. Oh boy. Makes it more of a workout when you run back and forth, set up a camera every time. So this is my crawler course. I built it like a year ago. I actually built this course before I had an RC crawler, if that makes sense. Because I had rocks laying around and I knew I wanted an RC crawler, so I just started stacking them and gathering them. And I want to build a new course. Also, this one really needs to move because some other things need to get put here. So I've been gathering rocks one at a time by hand, just moving them, stacking them, and it's a great workout for your shoulders and your back. But some of these rocks, like this one, that one, a couple of the others in here, I can't really move by hand. So while it is entirely possible, I mean, these rocks were already here. They'd been left here after building something and, the machine had left them here. Well, it is entirely possible to build an awesome course like this with your bare hands, just carrying the rocks. I need a bigger course and I need to move some bigger rocks. So I'm actually a third generation professional landscaper, if I want to be all technical about it. I'm going to go and get the Bobcat and move these rocks over to the new site. It is sad to see the old course go. There are still some lines that I love to use as a baseline for testing things, but it's not saying goodbye. It's just saying go over there. We're just going to relocate it. I'm going to recreate some portions of it. I know now, after having built a rock crawler course at all, what I'm looking for, especially now that I have so much more experience driving the RC rock crawlers. I have a better idea of how to make things challenging but doable, because here I actually tried to not make everything so challenging because I didn't know what they would be capable of, and the vast majority of it, like, we drove up every single line here. We drove up stuff that I didn't, even ledges over here, like this one, I didn't think a truck could actually go up that. I considered it a wall until my brother made it up it, and then I enjoyed driving my trucks up it. But, I guess there's not much more to be said. I'm going to go get the Bobcat, and we're going to move these things. So we have the smallest Bobcat known to man. Was powered by a Kohler engine, and that blew up. So we bought it with a blown engine. Bought another Kohler engine, put it in, that blew up. Now it's got a Honda. Okay. I got a lot of rocks to build this course with. I gotta start making a plan. I'm thinking of doing 3 different areas. I'm thinking on the far western side, and I actually have it lined up east to west conveniently. On the far west side, I'm gonna try and create the Rubicon Trail. Basically scale canyons and boulders, and the west coast and in the Rocky Mountains, things like the Rubicon Trail, things like Die Trying. That's a cool trail. I watched someone wheel. And there's like specific attributes to that, because I mean, not only is it mostly granite, and I might try and keep the rock types the same, but like I'm going to try and get a lot of round rocks to make river rocks out of and make it look like granite rivers from the Rocky Mountains over on that side. And it's a different kind of obstacle as well, because on that side you're going to have boulders like the size of your tires all the way up to the size of your truck. And those kinds of things create holes where you just drop a wheel and you break an axle. You know what I mean? That's hard stuff to wheel on. Shorter wheelbases actually do much better on that really, really rugged terrain. Then I'm going to have kind of in the middle a sort of Moab section. And I feel like most of the micro crawlers see, and I'm not just picking on someone like Cape Crawlers, like he has mini Moab. Okay, Moab may be your favorite place to go. That's a great place to go. But with the mini crawlers, a lot of times we make the obstacles out of foam. And you end up with things like he's got the chute, he's got Hell's Gate, he's got the escalator. And Moab is really characterized by a lot of big rocks and climbing, you know, the face of giant rocks the size of a mountain. There are portions of each, like on the Rubicon Trail, we are climbing a giant rock face, or you're driving through the granite bowl. And there are portions in Moab where they're off driving trails, and it's just, you know, again, the boulders the size of your rocks. But I'm trying to create sort of a distinctive feel, vibe, trying to create an atmosphere with each one. So this atmosphere will be Rocky Mountains canyons and boulders. Here we're probably going to have just the bigger rocks and more climbs, you know what I mean? The climbs, the descents, the side hills. Then over on that side, I'm going to try and create closer to where I live. I would say I live closer to the wind rock spectrum here, because I'm in southern Ohio. So we have a lot of this clay, and we have a lot of sandstone, I think. I mean, you guys comment. You can see the rocks. I don't know exactly what kind of rocks these are. But like this one, you can see it broke. In fact, that looks like a really cool kind of obstacle right there. When you watch guys wheeling at Windrock, it's a lot of this stuff like poking out of a muddy hillside. And they're in the woods climbing on rocks that are getting covered by mud. I don't really want to have a course where I get my RCs muddy all the time, so there will probably be sections that are cleaner. But yeah, I'm trying to create the West Coast, the Southwest, and the East Coast atmosphere and environment. Like, we'll probably have like a cabin or something over there, or a shack, you know what I mean? A little house in each one that kind of brings it all together. Right now, I guess I just got to sort rocks. I also want to make sure I put in, I learned this on the last course, you want to put in places to stand. And if you make it like a bypass, so if someone's out here playing with you and they have a stock rig, they have somewhere to bypass, that's fine. But there needs to be just like a gravel trail where you can designate, okay, stand in these areas when you're driving, because people will just walk on the rocks and then they move, and then your favorite obstacle either got easier or absolutely impossible because they flipped a rock out of the way and now all of a sudden you can't do it. I don't want too many rocks, but I don't want too easy a rocks. I want to have a good mix of all of the different kinds of crawling. I guess stick around. I already have some fun ideas. I have a fork. I don't know if you can see that from here, but there's a fork. It was in the kitchen and someone said, "Why do we even have this thing?" It's the worst fork ever. I said, "I'll take it." I said, "What do you want that for?" Because I'm going to use it for a trail marker. That'll be the North Fork Trail. You know what I mean? We're going to do funny stuff like that. So let's get back to work. Thanks so much for watching, guys. The course is not done yet, but I'm having a blast building it, and this means that if you comment on this video with things that you want to see on the course, I will try and do my very best to recreate the obstacles that you want to see, whether it's a real obstacle or something that you thought up yourself. If
If you enjoyed the video, I hope you'll tell YouTube that you liked it. That means it'll show you more of them, more videos like that, at least. And if you wanted to see more of this channel and you want to see how the course looks when it's finished, you're going to have to stick around. There's a way to do that, but I'm not going to tell you how. Thank you so much for watching. I hope I inspire you guys to get outside and stack some rocks yourselves. Hope you'll stay outside, stay safe, tow a winch line for your buddy every once in a while, and most of all, stick to the old paths. Here, give me a push.
Oh! That didn't happen.
More push. Push on the hood.